and just focus on riding. You know, you only need one bike to ride. And that's really what all this is about. There's more important things than hoarding bicycles. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I am straight up flabbergasted. Yo, Will Ride Bikes here, coming at you with another one of those buy, ride, sell videos that you love so much. And this might be the best one yet, so make sure you watch to the end. And my voice, I lost my voice the other day. It's slowly coming back, so just bear with me. Now, we are gonna go pick up three bikes here in a little bit. But before we do that, we have to run some errands. And why I'm here in my garage, I want to show you some of my personal bikes and some builds that I have going on here. First things first, you should already be familiar with my Stumpy, but this is my 2025 Stump Jumper 15 alloy that I bought brand new. I did get it on sale and saved about $1,500. But it didn't matter because as soon as I bought it, I dumped a whole bunch of money in it. But I love this bike. And buying it brand new, I have a lifetime warranty on the frame. So I'll probably have this bike for the rest of my life. So yeah, that's the full suspension, my Stump Jumper. We have my Trek Stash 5 right here. This is my hardtail. It's also, I call it my fat bike because it has the 29 plus wheel. We have a lot of sandy trails around here, so that wheel helps out a lot. I'm also gonna be using this for like my bike packing bike and maybe even my gravel bike in the near future. Speaking of gravel bike, this is my vintage Bianchi Access with the carbon fork. This is my gravel / road bike, and I just recently competed in my first race ever. It was the Hellbender in Lansing, North Carolina. I came in 7th, but I was in no rush at all. Fun, cool bike. Yeah, we need to take care of that. And right here, this is gonna be my dedicated road bike, the GT Force. It's almost ready to go. It just needs to get wired up and we need to pop a chain on it. So that's gonna be a fun build. It's gonna be fun to ride. And ultimately, I probably will sell that one because I know a lot of people love those. So hopefully I can sell it fully built and I won't have to like break it back down and just sell the frame and the components. And here on the wall of fame, we have the, once again, vintage. There's a theme here, but the vintage Gazelle Formula. This is a road bike. It's beautiful. Please don't mind these pedals. We're gonna be swapping out the pedals. But yeah, this is gonna be the next bike that I get dialed in. It's probably gonna be one that I make a video on soon. And you know, I will be selling this one. It's a beautiful bike, but you can't keep them all. And last, but definitely not the least, this is actually my favorite bike. A holy grail of vintage mountain bikes. Do you know what it is? Now, the lighting in the camera is not gonna do it justice, so maybe this little light will help me. But yeah, this is a Gary Fisher. More importantly, this is the Bing. This is the Grateful Dead bike. This is a very sought after, a very collectible bike, a very expensive bike because you're paying for the stickers. But anyways, we're gonna get this off the wall soon. We're gonna get some air in the tires. I've already swapped out the seats, the pedals. I've got some grips for it. I think we're going to go with a different shifting system. I'm not a fan of the grip shifts. But anyways, yeah, that's one of my favorite bikes. But, you know, now that I have it, it's like the journey is over, you know? So, so I bought it, we're gonna ride it, and we're gonna sell it. Whoa. So in today's video, we're gonna be picking up 3 vintage mountain bikes. A GT Timberline, a Santa Cruz Chameleon, and a Schwinn Homegrown. So 3 very cool bikes. You know, and I've already said this, it is unfortunate that I can't keep them all, but I do enjoy the journey. I enjoy finding these cool bikes. I enjoy riding them, making videos on them, and I definitely enjoy selling them and putting a little bit of cash in my pocket. Not only that, but keeping them out of the landfill, you know, keeping them indoors, finding the right buyer that's going to appreciate this bike for a lifetime. So I feel like it's my way of giving back at the same time enjoying my hobby. So give me a thumbs up for that. Give me a thumbs up for that. Now, before we do that, I have to go by the bike shop. I've been getting things, well, shout out to my homie Patrick and John.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
No, you were good. All of our flights were early. We were hanging up there, so we were good.
There he is.
Anything for your channel, right?
World famous YouTuber
That's right.
in
Will,
Jacksonville
this is
here. We got things a little bit more organized over there. But yeah, I'm gonna drop some stuff off. I wanna show you what I'm dropping off. And then we have to get some cash and go pick up the bikes. So here we are back at my bike shop. Let me turn it around. We've made a little bit of room, a little bit. More importantly, things are more organized and easier to get to. And I need your help. I need your help. I want to name this something. I want to give this a cool name. So if you have an idea, let me know in the comments down below. And we're actually going to make some more room today because I'm selling this bike. This is my specialty, the vintage specialized hard rock. This is a GX. I have no idea what that means. Not making a lot of money on this bike. I can't remember if I paid 40 or 60 bucks. The guy's gonna pick it up today for $100, but the only thing I did was put air in the tires and I swapped the seat out with one that I already had in the parts bin. And all this stuff right here is gonna go in my office. The internet's getting turned on tomorrow and I'm bringing the computer here later today and getting the security system and all that set up. So starting next week, I'm gonna be here full time and we're actually gonna start making videos on these bikes and we're actually gonna start selling them too. So yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be the start of a new journey. But with all that being said, let's hurry up. Let's bring this stuff in here and run to the ATM so we can pick these other bikes up. So that's just office stuff right there. That's for my real job. Here's the fun stuff. Now, I don't know if you know, I don't know if you heard, but I'm a seat guy. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm a saddle guy. Let me get politically correct here. I've always loved these turbo seats. Now, when I bought that estate sale, which is where I got 60% of my vintage bikes and vintage bike parts, I don't think I'm gonna sell this one. I'm gonna hold on to this one for a while. It's like a green velour. Is that velvet? Tell me if you know where that quote is from. But yeah, when I bought all those bikes, I seen all these seats. Oops. This one was on my gravel bike. But I seen a lot of value in the seats, and I knew that I could sell these seats and get what I paid for the entire collection. So these are sort of what got me in that mess. And let me know in the comments. You know, I'm gonna be making videos on the seats as well, but let me know in the comments, what type of value do you see here? Ugh, sorry, my voice is cracking up. I mean, honestly, I think on average, I mean, not included a couple of these seats, but I think I can get around $100 a piece. The good stuff is at the bottom. The deeper you go, the better it gets. So I'm not gonna pull every single thing out, but you already know when you look for a Brooks seat, it's gonna be $100 or more. Boom. Bang. The older, the better. But yeah, this is my seat collection. And over here we have some grips. We're gonna be testing these ones out on the channel soon. I'm gonna put them on my stump jumper, but I think ultimately I'm gonna put them on that Grateful Dead bike. Got another set of grips. I had this on the Stumpy, but the color just didn't quite match. And I like a wider grip. I'm using the GD1s, and these are the GA3. And right here, this is actually sort of funny. So I have this dirt jumper right here, an old P1. You know how we do a vintage specialized P1 dirt jumper. The fork was trash. Probably cost around $100 to rebuild it, and even then, no guarantees. So I found one that would fit and that would work on eBay. Finally got it in, ready to pop it on here, but look at this right here. Look at, I'm gonna have to take this sticker off. Let's see, I'll try and highlight it. Do not use for free ride, downhill, dirt jumper, or any hard riding. Yeah, that sucks, but we're still gonna put it on there. And it's something I'm gonna use at the skate park, something I'm gonna use when I'm hanging out with my BMX buddies. I'm 40 years old, so I'm not gonna be doing anything crazy or probably not any hard riding, that's for sure. At least I don't think so. Got that cash. More importantly, got a smoothie. Pumpkin spice. We're headed to get the bikes now. I can't tell you what I paid because this is a friend of mine. He watches my videos and I want to respect his privacy. But I will say that I got a very fair deal. He knows what I do. He knows that I resell bikes. So he left some meat on the bones for me. Now, this is the same friend that actually started this series. I bought 4 bikes from him a month or so ago. That video, I'll put it up here somewhere. And now he's just decided to sell pretty much the rest of his collection and just focus on riding. You know, you only need one bike to ride. And that's really what all this is about. There's more important things than hoarding bicycles. I can dig it. So yeah, we're gonna pick these up and then we'll bring them back to the shop. We'll go over each one and then I'm gonna get that hard rock ready to sell. And that's pretty much gonna be it for today. Let's go. I got the bikes and I made it back to the shop. Let me give you a little sneak peek. Now, I told you I was just going to get 3 bikes. I'm coming back with 4. You know how it goes. He also threw in a frame as well as a bike stand. So I'm going to get the camera set up inside and you're going to like these, trust me. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I am straight up flabbergasted. I have so many ideas going through my head, so many visions of bike builds. Absolutely insane. So we're gonna check these out one by one. Here's the frame that he threw in. He actually told me a few weeks ago I could have this. Just, I don't know, maybe like a 2000 and something rock hopper. He also threw in this right here, this bike stand. So we'll test that out. I'll probably put that like in my backyard at home because I like having an outdoor bike stand just to wash bikes and stuff. I don't want to put it outside here because someone will probably steal it or throw it through the window. So here's the first bike, and this might be my favorite. I've got a lot of ideas about multiple builds I can do with this frame. This is a Schwinn Homegrown. Let me know if you've heard of the Homegrown. This is a very rare bike frame. It has like its own cult following. And this is almost set up to look like a dirt jumper. I'm sort of mad that I'm building a dirt jumper right now, and now I have one, but that's the way it goes. So we have a front suspension fork with plenty of travel. That might be a little too much for a dirt jumper anyways. Is that Kashima? Is that Kashima right there? We have the dirt bike grips and the ever so popular 1x7 drivetrain, the Maxis. The seat sucks though. But other than that, he did a good job. But I think we're gonna put our touches on it. We're gonna do a rebuild, and unfortunately, we're gonna have to sell. How about this one right here? Have you seen one of these before? I'm sure you have, it's just probably been a long time. This is a 1985 GT. It's mint, baby. 1985 GT Timberline. From my understanding, this was the first GT mountain bike, and this one is extra special, extra rare, extra desirable because it's chrome. Yeah. So pretty much it looks like almost stock. It's a pretty much period build, except for the tires and the stem and that Kashima right there. The old friction shifters. These grips definitely look old to me. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do much to this bike. I think I'm gonna leave it the way it is and just try and sell it like that, 100% complete. And I'm sure there's someone out there that's been looking for that. But yeah, that is the 85 GT Timberline. Oh man. Oh man. I said the Schwinn Homegrown might be my favorite, but this holds a special place in my heart as well. Specialized is my specialty, specifically the hard rock. Now, this is a 87 Specialized hard rock. It's the oldest one that I have owned, and it actually might fit me. I think this is a 19-inch. My friend, I believe he paints cars, and he had this powder coated. So not only is the frame sort of perfect, the components are pretty sick as well. We have the turbo seat. We have these Surly handlebars, which I was just looking for some of those. With the Sunday BMX stem. The tires speak for themselves. And these wheels, I actually sold him these wheels. I believe I sold him this and this crank as well. And look at this. He threw some some BMX brakes down there, and a Surly single speed. So I've got a lot of ideas about this one as well. I mean, maybe this could be a dirt jumper. Imagine this with a suspension fork, maybe maybe the knobbier tires. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's the 87 Specialized Hard Rock. And last, but definitely not the least, this was his mountain bike right here. And I've always wanted one, and thanks to the Buy, Ride, Sell series, I now have one. This is a Santa Cruz Chameleon. And I believe this is vintage as well. I think this is early 2000s, maybe 2010-ish. And it has that dirt jumper vibe. I mean, these maxis are sick. Just the tires are like 75 bucks right there. The front suspension fork, and it actually works. I don't know if it's a little too tall for this, but I might put that on the P1. So once again, a lot of ideas about this bike. Let me know, does it hold any sentimental value to you? Have you ever rode a Santa Cruz? Was the Santa Cruz Chameleon your first mountain bike? Let me know in the comments. So that's pretty much gonna do it for these bikes. That was a good pickup. That was a good pickup if I say so myself. Now, we'll start working on these next week. We're gonna ride them. We're gonna take pictures of them. We're gonna get them dialed in, and ultimately, we're gonna list them for sale. And if you wanna buy one, you could let me know in the comments, or just hit me up on Instagram at Regal William or Will Ride Bikes. So before I get out of here, I'm just going to put some air in the tires on this bike, and then we're gonna go for a ride. Make sure everything shifts right, and I'll see you in the next video. So let me push this time lapse button.